How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the vlog. It is Wednesday, November 2nd. It is 8 o'clock at night right now. I just got home. Pretty much what happened today is I went to work. I was at work from 8 to 5. And then I went to the field because pretty much what's been happening recently is we're doing custom work now because our harvest is done. So we're doing custom work for other people. And Tom had his combine and the little grain cart were one crew, and they were down south a little ways. I guess more over east than down south, but still a little bit south. And they were working, and they had Dad's truck and Ray's truck down there taking loads out of the field, and that was a crew. And then Scott's combine, the S670, and Jonesy in the 8270 with the big grain cart, they were just pretty much straight west a little ways from the shop and the hog barn and all that. They were straight west a couple miles. And they've been doing some custom work there. And pretty much what happened today was I didn't get any calls or any text messages to go to a particular field or anything. Sometimes Dad will text me and say, hey, come down to this place, be here, to pick me up, take me to my truck, or, something like that. But tonight, I didn't get any texts or anything while I was at work. So I said, you know what, it's been a while since I've ridden with Jonesy in the big grain cart. So I thought, well, I know exactly where they're at. I know where that field's at. I drive by it all the time. So it's like, oh, I'm going to go. I'm going to head out there. So after work, I went straight to that field, and we were in the tractor with Jonesy in the 8270. We just rode along tonight. I didn't drive or anything. I just rode along, and I got some footage for you. So I'm going to go ahead and send you guys to a brief flashback to just about a couple hours ago and show you guys the footage that I shot. got a hot beef sandwich. Homemade apple pie in there. Homemade apple pie. We're eating good. That's a good sandwich. I can't wait to try the pie. The pie's probably going to be even better.
Yeah.
Time for apple pie. So that was the footage that I shot earlier this evening in the field. We were just one combine running at our site anyway, where we were, and we were dumping onto their truck. They were the guy who we're doing custom work for had his own truck sitting there, so we were dumping into his truck, and then they brought out some nice hot steak sandwiches and homemade apple pie for us into the field, which, oh my God, that was so good. That was really good. That really hit the spot. And that was a nice treat. And that's always nice. I've seen like FFA chapters around here and stuff. They'll take food out to the farmers in the field. And that's just a really nice act for them to do. And of course we thanked them and everything, and it's just really nice to see that people are showing appreciation to the farmers and stuff like that, because it seems like sometimes farmers get kind of thrown into the bush a little bit, and then around this time of year when we're putting in a whole crap ton of hours and all this and getting stuff done, getting harvest out, and like us too, we're sorting and loading market hogs at the same time as harvest and all this. It's good that people are, showing their appreciation and stuff like this. But that was really nice. That really hit the spot. But I don't know if we're going to be running tomorrow. I don't know the situation yet because Scott has some things to do in the morning, so he won't be in the combine at the site that we were just at. So he is sending Jonesy down to the other site. Jonesy is being sent down to the other site because Dad and Ray both have to haul feed tomorrow. So those two trucks will not be there. And usually Ray was the one that would just hop out and run the small grain cart. And then if his truck was full, he would hop in and take it, and Dad would take over in the small grain cart. But because they're going to be gone hauling feed, Scott is sending Jonesy down there to run the little cart tomorrow, so that at least we can still have one crew running, getting some custom work done, because we're supposed to have some rain come in tomorrow, and pretty much it's supposed to rain tomorrow night, all day Friday, and then into Saturday as well. So it's going to be really rainy. We're going to need some rain, which we need it. We really need the moisture. So there's a chance there might not be anything going on tomorrow. I might not go to the field tomorrow. We'll have to see what happens. But tomorrow also is kind of a big day because tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be turning 22. It's really not a big day, to be honest with you. It's just another day. But it's my birthday anyway. I hadn't even thought about it. I've been so busy with work and helping out in the field and helping out in the hog barn. I hadn't even really thought about it. I was talking to one of my old coworkers from the grocery store today, and she goes, "How could you forget your own birthday?" And I told her, I says, really wasn't that important to me. I've been thinking about more important things. But don't know if we'll be in the field tomorrow or not. But we'll have to see. I hope you guys did enjoy that footage, though. Don't know when the next footage will be. I might not be till this weekend because of the rain. We'll have to see. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I guess I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far, because there's already been some farming footage for you. If you guys do like the video at any point, make sure you guys smash the like button on the video. But I'm going to go ahead and get all snuggled into bed tonight and go to bed. Sleep my last night being 21, and I'll wake up tomorrow morning as a 22-year-old, and I'll still look the same. Still look like a I don't know. I guess I don't know what I'd look like, I guess. Not good, that's for darn sure. I never look good. But I'm going to go ahead and hit the hay, guys. Hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, guys, it is now Sunday, November 6th. It is 11:40 at night right now. Me and Dad got home about, I'd say right around 11. We got home because we were at the hog barn. But before I get to what we just got done doing, I gotta kind of explain what's happened since the last clip. Pretty much since the last clip, it was just a little bit of, I didn't go to the field or anything after those clips. And then Friday, we got over an inch of rain, so everything's too wet. We got rained out, so our custom work harvesting has kind of been cut down for a little while, put on hold. But so we just kind of did nothing in the field since those clips. And then today was my first day off for the weekend. And pretty much what we did was this morning, me and Dad went to the hog barn because we had to, pretty much we started getting everything ready for power washing and clean out and stuff like this so we can start preparing for our new group of pigs. Pretty much what we did was we just went in and we made sure all the feeders were empty in pens that didn't have pigs in them, and made sure those were all opened up all the way so that when the washers go in there, they can thoroughly wash it and the water will seep down through the feeder and get every part of the feeder nice and clean. And we put all of our spare panels and rattle paddles and boots and pretty much anything that comes into contact with the pigs has to be washed in between groups. It's a biosecurity thing so that if there were any diseases or any bacteria from the previous group, it does not spread to the new group. So it's got to be all power washed, sanitized, all that in between groups. So pretty much we put out the brooder heaters and everything so that they can get washed. And then we moved some pigs around because all we had left in the barn were about 2 loads of market hogs. And then we had, I'd say, about 60 pigs that we would consider either lights or culls. Light pigs are just ones that didn't get big enough for the current, they didn't get to about 275, 280 pounds. They didn't get to that size in the time that we had them for. So that they're just light, they're smaller. And then the cull pigs are ones that wouldn't make the cut for the market size either. So there's a few reasons why they could be considered culls. Some of them could be ailments, if they have like maybe some abscesses, or maybe even if they have, we've had a few that maybe just have a limp. Sometimes they have a swollen hip. It's not broke or anything, but if it's swollen or something like that, and they can't walk or they can't walk, properly, sometimes they're considered a cull. And one of the most common, if not the most common one that I see, is that there are boars, which are uncastrated male pigs. And pretty much the process is, I'll explain it briefly, is when the pigs are born, if they're males, obviously they're boars, and they get castrated so that those crown jewels get removed. So they become barrows, is what they're called when they're castrated. And then they get sent, once they're weaned off of the sows, they get sent to, barns like ours, just like the gilts, the girls. And then, they grow up and they go to market and whatever. But unfortunately, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's pretty easy, but at the same time, it's pretty hard to castrate male pigs when they're that young, because the crown jewels have not revealed themselves yet. So they're still up inside, they're still interior. So when they go in there, they pretty much have it down to a T where they can, get them and castrate the pig properly. But there are times where they miss and they don't get one of them, or I have seen pigs in previous groups that they've missed both. Um, but So those instantly become cull pigs because of the increased amount of testosterone in the meat. They wouldn't taste the same, and it's not the same quality as the grade A choice cuts for the market hogs that go into your hams and your ribs and your loins and all your cuts of the pig that get, processed. And so it's just ultimately the taste is different. The testosterone changes the quality and changes the taste, not in a bad way, but just enough that it can't be in the same group as the grade A, the choice cuts. So pretty much the light pigs and the cull pigs, they go to a different processing plant and they become like your sausage and your ground pork, and they get, they become stuff like that. So they still get used for food to help feed the world, but they turn into something else. They didn't make the cut for the choice cuts or for the hams or anything, but they're still being used for something. So we moved them up just so that they were at the closer to the front side of the building. And then we left, did a little bit of work on my dad's Peterbilt, went home for a while, and then we went back to the hog barn a little before 9 o'clock tonight, and we had 3 trucks sitting there waiting for us. 2 of those trucks were for market hogs. I think we put 165 per truck. All the market hogs got loaded, and they were sent off. And then the other truck that was there pretty much took those 60 pigs that were either lights or culls, so that he could take them to the other processing plant. And so now I can officially say the hog barn is empty. The group that we had is all sold. They're off to feed the world, and now we're in the stage of literally wash, rinse, repeat. Power washing the building, sanitizing everything down, fixing anything that we need to fix, and restarting when the new group comes. And this time, we don't have much time. I found out today's Sunday the 6th, and I found out that on Friday the 11th, so just about 5 days, we're getting our first load of baby wiener pigs. So we don't have much time. We have the crews coming in and go, getting stuff done, and we'll pretty much be restarting. So that's kind of exciting. I like them when they're little. But pretty much what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bed, and then tomorrow it's up and at 'em once again. We're going to be leaving here about 7 o'clock, and we're headed to the shop to warm up the peat because we got some trucking to do. We got to go get a load of feed. I guess I don't know yet if we're taking corn down with us or not, but we're going to get a load of cattle feed, take it to a customer that's only about 20 miles away from the plant, and then we're going to go over to another place and get some crack corn and bring it pretty much just to the other side of home to a customer. But that's all I know for sure is happening tomorrow. I think it's still going to be too wet to go into the field, but we'll have to see. I don't know. But I guess I'll say briefly too, if you guys are interested in seeing the hog action, I kind of explained the hog stuff there. Unfortunately, I can't film in the building. I wish I could, but it's just the rules and I gotta follow them. But I will tell you, there is a channel out there called This'll Do Farm, and they are located probably about an hour south of us, and they do a really good job of showing you their hog setup, showing you their practices, which are pretty much the same practices that we do. It's a pretty common thing. It's all pretty much one big system, and the practices are pretty much similar from barn to barn. But they do a really good job of showing you guys what's done, and they explain it really, really well, and it's a really entertaining channel to watch. So if you guys do want to check out some hog action and see what I'm talking about, I'm going to leave a link to their channel in the description below. Hop over there if you'd like and experience the hog world if you'd like. It's really entertaining. Like I said, I wish I could show you myself, but unfortunately the rules are the rules, and I can't do it. I can't film and show you myself, so I'm going to refer it to somebody else to show you. and he does probably a way better job of explaining and showing things than I would anyway. And I've learned a lot from him too, and I use his teachings when I'm in the hog barn, working with our hogs, so it's kind of cool. So there's a link to his channel in the description below if you guys do want to go check that out. But I'm going to go ahead and go to bed so that I can get some sleep, and we'll be back up in the morning to go do some trucking. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. It is Monday, November 7th. It's about 7:15 right now in the morning. I'm here at the Pete. I've already come out here once and got everything loaded that we need to get loaded for drinks and stuff. But now it's time to warm this thing up because it's like 33. It feels like 25. So let's see how she wants to start today. It's gonna be hard for her. There we go. Okay. Cruise control on. And we'll rev her up. For some reason the rev meter's not working. That's weird. But the truck's warming up. Maybe it's so cold the rev meter's not working. I don't know. But she's warming up, so we're going to let her warm up and we're going to hit the road. Well, we had a change of plans. The truck's still here. Number one. We had a change of plans. The crack corn load that we were gonna go get, they ended up coming through and decided not to do it. So we're gonna go do some more moving around at the hog barn, getting stuff put out for washing. So I'm gonna shut the truck down, which is just backwards. Just flick the cruise control off and turn the key. So we're gonna go to the hog barn and get some more stuff put out for washing now that the barn is empty, and we'll go from there. So right now we are here by the hog barn at the dryer bin site here, and we are loading corn out of the dry bin. Here's our dry bin. I showed you guys in the filling grain bins video how this system works, going from the trucks as wet corn into the wet bin, into the dryer, into the dry bin. And now we are sending it out of the dry bin and sending it into the truck. Pretty much, we were gonna haul cattle feed today, but the load we were supposed to do for crack corn after, they weren't ready for it today. So we ended up sending Ray to do those cattle feed loads. We went and we did some more cleaning in the hog barn, so it's all ready for power washing. The washing crew comes tomorrow. And then Scott brought his pickup and a little green J&M grain wagon that pulls behind his pickup. He brought it down here and loaded it with some corn out of the dry bin. And he's taking it to one guy, and then we are loading up some corn in our truck here, and we're taking it to a local feed mill so they can grind this corn up and turn it into feed for cattle. So another way that we feed the world, sending our crop in to make cattle feed, to feed the cattle, to feed the world. So we're loading corn out of the dry bin, and this is pretty much the same system. It spits it out of the base here, spits it out the base, sends it up the auger, puts it in the truck. So we're gonna get fully loaded here with this dry corn and take it down to the feed mill, and we'll see what happens next. Alright guys, we just got here to the feed mill. There's the truck with the grain wagon. There goes Scott with the feed wagon. We're here with the semi. We're here at the feed mill. We're just getting ready to unload. Figuring out where we're gonna back up and dump. So we're here and we are gonna get dumped. All right, we are back at the shop, and we are bringing the S670 combine into the shop to get some work done on it before we send it back to the field, whenever that is. Scott's gonna bring it in here, and he's gonna show us what he'd like done. So we're gonna bring the combine in, the S670, and we'll start working. She's ready for working. See, all these are stiff here, but the one that we gotta fix is right here. It's super loose. All right, guys, it's about 1:30 now. I'm headed out here to the semi to grab a flashlight. I figured I'd take this time to explain what we're doing on the combine. Pretty much what we're doing is the thing I showed you there, how all the rest of them on the head were stiff and that one was loose. Those are called chain rollers, and they are, got the flashlight. They are responsible for helping the chain move and the whole system go. And they're supposed to be stiff, like a lot of them were. But that one was loose because the bearing is shot in it. So we had to remove the roller, and we're going to see if we can just replace the bearing in it and put the old roller back on. So I'm taking the flashlight in so that we can gain access to the bearing in the roller, in the chain roller. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back in, and we'll get back to work. So we ended up having a conversation with our John Deere mechanic, and pretty much he said that we couldn't replace just the bearings. So we had to pull the whole shaft, the other roller. So pretty much we tore this whole assembly out. We're gonna get a whole new one and put it all in here. All right, guys, it is now 5 o'clock. Me and Dad just got home. Pretty much we got that whole assembly for the chain rollers and all that. We got that all pulled out, and we were kind of just sitting around waiting for Scott to come back with the parts to put the new one on. And it was getting to be, we were waiting for quite a while, so Dad called him, and I guess he was still about a half hour out. And so Scott said, "Don't worry about it." He goes, "We'll get it put together tomorrow." Obviously I have work tomorrow, so I won't be there to get the head put back, get it back in running order, but that's all right. We got it all tore out so that we can get the new one put on. And I guess this has been a problem for a while because we've noticed, I guess I've noticed it, but I didn't think it was a problem. With that head, when we're doing corn with that combine and that head, you know, when he gets to the end and he's not cutting corn, and he's like turning around and he leaves the head running, you could really hear it rattling. With that one roller being so loose, from the bearing being bad, and I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if I got close enough. I'll have to look at the footage. I don't know if I got close enough to the assembly with the two shafts that the rollers go on, but you can clearly see the one on the right hand side. You have about this much thread And then back behind that, it's all completely wore down to bare metal, where there's supposed to be threads, like the other one on the left side. I noticed that, and that's causing it to come loose too. All the threads are gone. So they just got a whole new assembly, and that'll get put on, and we'll get that head back in running order. So pretty much it's just been kind of chilled out. We're winding down at this point. But like we got the hogs all sent out yesterday, so there's no hogs until Friday. But that's a different story. There's no market hogs to sort and load and all that. And harvest is almost complete, which is shocking to think about that it's happened so quickly. Our stuff's done. We're just doing some custom stuff, and by the sounds of it, we only have 40, 50 acres left on the field that we have, and that's it. So it's pretty much winding down, and I wouldn't be surprised if I don't go out in the field again, because it's 40, 50 acres. That's a day right there. They could have it done. So quite frankly, I'm not going to confirm it or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm done going to the field and riding in the grain cart and stuff like this. Obviously, if I do go again, I will, of course, take you guys along with me. And then, obviously, even if I don't, I will make sure that I officially announce, the end of our harvest. And all because harvest will be over, that doesn't mean the fun's over, because we're going to be moving cattle. We're going to be moving cattle, and calving season's going to happen. So there's a lot going on. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, guys. Not a lot happened, but we made progress, and we're starting anew with the new group of hogs and stuff. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button on this video. Spread the word of the channel, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.